Officially live. There it is. Finally, that thing's taking longer for some reason. I don't know why. But all right, check it out, guys. It is Craig Harris, the black man in the green chair. And unfortunately, this is my last day off for the next day or two. So, but I'm doing a Craig's Corner here with Kratos, with special guest, the god of PlayStations. There's been some breaking news today on the gaming front. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and shout yourself out there, Kratos.
Hey everybody, it's your boy J Dub, aka Kratos, the god of PlayStation. I'm back again with my man Craig. Getting hyped up for E3. We got a couple of more days left before we find out which company will be packing their bags and going home upset without a trophy.
From what it sounds, I think everybody's going to be happy at this E3. That sounds like everybody's going to be bringing it. So,
yeah.
But but check it out. We got some topics here, guys. More stuff it's more stuff that'll fit on that line. That's just kind of the main stuff I was going over. I wanted to go over today. Anybody that's in the chat that has an Xbox, my brother went on vacation. He's a firefighter. He has my Xbox at the fire station. So when he comes back, I think he comes back on the 13th and he goes to work on the 15th. So look for me on Xbox. I'll get everything. I'm situated Spoon 26. Send me a friend request. And that way, everybody, I don't want people to think I'm bashing Xbox like that poor chap did in England the other day. Said I was talking trash about him. But just send me a friend request and I'll get back to you next week. Because this is, next week. Because this is my, I'm in a moratorium until after E3. But the 15th, when he's back, I'll be able to get my thing from the fire station. I don't want to go to the fire station and just take shit out of there. So, but so check it out. But I got some topics here. Yeah, there's some late breaking Microsoft news. Let's go with what's been confirmed. I think I told you guys the other day about the price drop for the PlayStation, the PlayStation 4 Slim, and they're going to have a gold one. That's now been verified. You can go at midnight on the 8th, which will be the morning of the 9th, to select retailers and get one. It's in. I can tell you right now, it's at the Walmart here in Lexington, Kentucky. So I don't know if you can do a source search on Walmart.com if you want that. You can pick that up. Go ahead and that is an E3 special. So it will be going on for the entire E3, I believe, is what my understanding is. But you can get the gold headsets, and shout out to Jimmy B Gaming because he broke this about 45 minutes ago as well. Big shout out to him. I don't think I'm trying to big off his stuff. Big fan of his. So also check out what he's talking about, because the Scorpio does have a CPU bottleneck issue, and the developers are having some issues with it. So it's going to be interesting to see how they decide to handle it. So, but with that said, we'll go ahead and get started here. Now, Kratos, we'll go ahead and I know are you still playing Mass Effect Andromeda?
I am, man. I'm close to wrapping it up, but don't worry about it. Go ahead, man. Do the thing.
Yeah, well, BioWare broke this like an hour and a half ago. This is what the people in the chat, or people who are going to hear this later on or when they get to it. Mass Effect Andromeda is going to do a different character creator. They're going to give you more options on that screen, and different romances for male Ryder. So I don't know. I mean, to me, male Ryder could hook up with with Cora and with PB. You couldn't hook up with with the girl, the navigator. That's who I wanted to hook up with. So yeah, because of her Sylvie. So I wanted to hook up with her. So, but she wasn't going for it. She didn't like boys. So, but hopefully that becomes an option. Hopefully they make her, what's the word? Like metro or bisexual, whatever it is. So yeah, so that's all the people that are still playing that. We're disappointed with the character creator, like I was, and we'll go back and play it. Maybe get a little bit something different. And but you got anything to say on that, Kratos?
No, that's good that they're still supporting it, man. I know they took a big ding in the sales because of the initial issues that they had with the game that was reported. I'm glad they're finally, they're still going to deliver. I know a lot of companies will pack their bags and say the hell with it, and then just shut down and not have any DLC or anything else to go with it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's. I agree with you. I thought they yanked it. There's still no announcement of DLC yet. Though everybody's wondering where the Quarians were and stuff like that. So who knows? And maybe we'll find out. So, but shout out to everybody in the chat there. Appreciate you all joining. I know normally I do these in the morning, but I held off today. I held it off. So we'll talk about PlayStation. I guess it's PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Vita as they dropped Neochrome and Spy Chameleon on the Vita. And the big one's Killing Floor 2, I believe is what it's called, and Life is Strange. So I can tell you from experience, Life is Strange is a cool game, and I think there's going to be a sequel to that. So anything to say about these games? How do you feel these games stack up? Is this one of the better lineups they got for Plus?
Yeah, I think so. That Life is Strange, I'm looking forward to that. I did not buy the original, even though reviews came out, said the game was great. So yes, I'm exposed for not buying one game. Okay, cool. But I'm looking forward to it. At least I get to play it for free.
Yeah, there ain't nothing like free. And again, Life is Strange, everybody doesn't know, that's episodic content, but it looks like you can get the whole thing. And again, that's the first game I did episodic on, and it was pretty neat. You wanted to keep doing more. So and with it being episodic, one of the good things is if you are a trophy guy, it allows you to just constantly go around and try to find different stuff. So but cool game. I enjoyed it. Hopefully we get a sequel. Another big one that dropped today, if you all don't know, HellBlade release date, and it had a trailer. It's going to be released on PlayStation 4 and Windows, so kind of like a Nier Automata thing. But we got an August 8th release date, and it's $29.99. So this is good. Now I'm an August baby. And August is starting to get crowded, so this is.
It is.
Yeah, this game and the Uncharted Legacy game, which is fine. I don't have an issue with that. But you got any? Do you have any opinions on this game and what to expect?
Well, this is.
And did you watch the trailer?
I did. This is one of my most anticipated games. I'm kind of puzzled as to why the price is what it is. I thought they spent a lot of time and a lot of years on this game. I just knew it was going to be a big budget blockbuster, but doesn't seem to be the case. But either way, I'm going to get it. That'll save me, $20-$30, and I can, buy another game. But I'm looking forward to this. The graphics on it, the emotional value, the story behind it looks awesome. So I can't wait.
Facts right there. Yeah. That's it does look pretty good. Let me ask you: is the protagonist, is that a man or a woman? Because I can't tell.
That's a woman.
Oh, okay. Because I couldn't tell. I mean, it was like they were getting their ass whooped or handed to them during that trailer. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I don't have a problem. I just couldn't tell. I didn't, But game does look good. Not for sure. Oh, another thing that happened is it Wipeout?
Yeah, Wipeout.
Wipeout got announced today by on PlayStation Lifestyle, I think that's what it's called, .net or .com. But it apparently is 4K native. So once again, I'm not going to get caught up in the whole 4K thing because I've told people I want 1440p, and 60 or open frame. But nevertheless, 4K native. And again, once again, they say that the Pro can't do 4K native, but here we go with another 4K native game. Now, I don't think I'm gonna buy it. I don't know if I'll buy it, but nevertheless, it's there. Nevertheless, so it is what it is. So.
It's media bias.
Yeah, the media bias. Yeah, we're over here screaming.
So Sony paid the media off to lie to you guys and tell them it's native.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on at Sony. How dare they? But if you're interested in that, there's one again. Let me see here. Let's see. Let's want to move on into. Let's do EA Play. This is for anybody who's going to be around Saturday. I'll be at work. But Saturday, EA, they got the first they're going to do something called EA Play, and they're going to have Star Wars Battlefront 2 going. 40-on-40 tournament. Kendrick Lamar is supposed to be there. Snoop Dogg, Kobe Bryant, I think Dwight Howard, couple of Raider football players. Of course, who knows? But, the Golden State Warriors may be up 3-0 by that point. Who knows? They may be playing on it. But everybody knows that Star Wars Battlefront, I don't know if they got a hard what's up, Andrew? I don't know if they got a hard marketing deal with this game or a soft one. But I just want your prediction. Star Wars Battlefront 2, do we see this playing on the Scorpio at 4K 60, or do we see it running on the Pro because of the marketing deal?
I mean, that's a no-brainer, man. They got a marketing deal. They paid for the rights to the game. And not only that, they want to play on a system that's been tested and that they know is, it's going to show you the graphics and the power of that game. Right now, the Scorpio is not released. We don't know how it's going to look. We don't know how it's going to run until the end of the year. So I don't see them, trying to have an event and come out with something that hasn't been tested yet. So yeah, it's definitely going to be played on the PlayStation platform.
Yeah, well, shout out to you, Gaminator. How you doing? He said the very first, I guess, Wipeout was a 1080p 60 on PS3. Again, I did not get a PS3 when they dropped that price. That hurt my face. And then when that guy came out and said it's so good, you're going to go out and get a part-time job, I'm like, yeah, right. I'm not buying that system. So I did not get a PS3, but great. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be 60. They just said it'd be 4K native. Now, there may be more to that announcement, but that was their initial announcement. So, and hopefully everybody that's following me on Twitter, that I wasn't following back, not because I was trying to be a smart ass, but because I just thought when you follow people, it automatically just redid it for you. And so I went into my thing. I'm like, oh, all these people that are following me, very nice of you all. I wasn't following them, So, but now I am. Hopefully, I got that worked out. So yeah. Now EJ saying that Star Wars is better than Star Trek. Facts. That's argumentative.
Well, I tell you what, man. I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm a bigger Star Trek fan.
Yeah, I think the older you get, the more you appreciate Star Trek. I do love Star Wars, though. Make no mistake about it. No mistake about it. And all the trailers we have seen, even the short game trailers that they've got on, you can go on YouTube and look at them. Those are all from the PlayStation.
That's
so
correct.
I don't know what, but I do think as far as the quote unquote pissing contest, if you want to call it that, between Microsoft and whatever game this is being shown on, that's going to be the first, if you want to really see what things are going to be. I mean, I personally, is it going to be, it's been confirmed. I did a podcast yesterday. Windows Central confirmed 4K 60. Whether this is what we see it running on at EA Play, you all may want to tune in for that. Then just tweet me about it because I'll be at work. So, I'll check it when I get home. If somebody email me or tweet me on that. But let's see here. Let me give a shout out to the Gamers United. So he contacted me. So Mr. Berg, if you ever want to do a podcast, just hit me up and y'all send you an invite. It's no problem. Also, let's talk about the Destructoid with the alleged, and let me give a shout out to our boy Randall Thor, the man with the million. He did a video the other day called "Media Attack on Xbox. When will it stop?" So let me ask you, Kratos, why do you feel? All right, do you feel that the gaming media is actually true media? Because to me, that's like saying that I'm media, and also, do you feel that the Xbox community gives them way the hell too much credit? Talking about the media.
Well, okay, I have two things to say about this. A lot of people that look at the media, they're looking at it from a fanboy standpoint. They love, there's a lot of people that love Fox News because they give their their viewpoints that they like to see and they like to hear. But if they turn it on any other station, they hate the other station. They don't like what they're saying. They're argumentative. They think that, you know, everything is against them. So it would be the same thing in video games and dealing with, you know, our favorite hobby. If I'm a PlayStation fan, I tend to watch any and everything PlayStation, and I don't go outside of my borders. I don't go out and venture and go to the Xbox side and listen to their news. And so, you know, we just have this bad atmosphere right now in gaming as well, besides politics. But it basically says that if my platform isn't doing well, I'm mad, I'm upset, and I don't want to hear any news except positive news and things that show my platform in a positive light. And the downside to that is you don't get an accurate representation of your platform. If the Xbox was doing good right now, which it's doing okay, but if it was leading, we would hear a bunch of great news about Microsoft and their games and everything else. But that's not the case, so you're hearing the opposite. And that kind of triggers a lot of people. And that's, you know, that it really does trigger a lot of people. You got a guy today that was threatening a developer and a journalist because the guy gave his opinion. Now, mind you, these are people's opinions. I guarantee you that they were going to give you the perspective that you wanted.
Yep, you cut out there. Kratos is on a cell phone. He cut out. So, but I think what he was trying to say is that because it's somebody's opinion. That,
hear me now?
Yeah, I can, yeah, you're right there. Where you at right there? Now you just cut out again. So, but I think what he's saying is it's opinion, and people are trying to take it as facts. I mean,
exactly.
You know, yeah.
We need to figure out. You know, we need to know the meaning of opinions, and then we need to know the meaning of a journalist. You know, these companies, they hire people to give their opinion and report the news that's out there. Whether you like the news or not, you're going to get. And it's funny how Digital Foundry, you know, they were known as Pony Foundry when it's reporting great news on the PlayStation. But they're not Pony Foundry when they report great news on the Scorpio and Xbox stuff.
Yeah, and I had an issue. I still do with the people within the gaming community, if you want to call it that want to run around and say that, what up, Ludol? I appreciate you being here. I have an issue with people who are still saying that the PlayStation outsold the Xbox because of the marketing. I mean, you got people still running around saying that. I mean, you just want to go ahead and go to those people's house and shoot them in their own kitchen and shake them. So, I mean, you know, it's outsold them because it was the better of the two practically at launch. One was $100 cheaper than the other one. Speaking of that, there's reports that Scorpio could have a 1 TB model for $399. Now, if that's true, you're going to get a lot of people going to go get this thing, especially if you already have a 4K TV. Yeah. So, I mean, I said that yesterday, and I said it a few days ago. You got to make a decision if it is the right console for you. So, but let me give you a little tech softball here for the people who don't know this that are building PCs or thinking about it. Let's see here. Somebody just tweeted me. I don't know if anybody knows. I changed my Twitter picture. I now had the Vega Ryzen CPU thing in my Twitter. So because I mean, so it is real. It does exist. So I put that in my Twitter picture.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but yeah. So somebody was saying that I changed my thing. Yeah, I did. IBM and Samsung, which is going to do a 5 nanometer chip. So I don't know if you guys remember this in the chat when me and Kratos were talking about the news about the possible PlayStation 5 and some of the stuff that may or could be available. We were, Kratos was talking about, I think we were at 12 or 10 right now? I can't remember which one you said, but I do remember you saying that we would eventually go to 5.
Right now, heading towards the 10 nanometer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but this is confirmation. It's going to be a 5. This is on WCCTech.com, folks. So, and this is confirmed by IBM and Samsung. And IBM knows a little something about building chips because they're one of the first who got their hands on some stuff. But yeah, so just a little shout out on that. Now, what can we expect from this chip once it hits the market? Will it be like a 1080 Ti or something like that?
Well, and you gotta think about it. With these chips, the smaller they get, the more power efficient they get. So that run the same gigahertz, but they flip power. That means if they decide to use these chips in a laptop or in a portable device, you get much better battery time and better performance. So it's all about power saving.
Oh, I see. So they can do the same amount of work or more work and do it more efficiently.
That's correct. Now on the PC side of things, they tend to not focus on power efficiency, but they tend to focus on raw performance. So a laptop computer is made for portability and to save, for you to use battery for longer extended periods of time. But for a gaming PC, you don't care about, how much power that system have. You care about the performance. So it's going to run it at max.
I see. No, I'm starting to understand a lot of this stuff now. It's scary,
Now keep in mind though, Craig, we had this conversation before.
Yeah.
They are starting to reach the limits of the die shrink and the nanometer. So I think 4 is the max that they can shrink it down before they have to come up with some new technology because it's just too small.
And I could see that happening. Yeah,
that has to deal with Moore's law.
Yeah, and I did look that up. My God, that was pretty cool. All right, now Savage Uger is in the chat. So Savage, were you trying to get in touch with Kratos earlier, or was it like a butt dial?
Yeah, him and Andrew Wilkins. I think they were calling into the Hangout or Google. I don't know if it's some lines crossed up or what.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, lines could have been crossed. I didn't know. I was just asking. I didn't know if there was something going on. But yeah, we were on a little bit late. We were just getting everything. I was getting everything lined up because I was actually listening to Jimmy B Gaming. Big shout out to him. He broke some Scorpio news today. Savage said it was an accident. It's no big deal, Savage.
No problem. I just didn't know, and I couldn't get to it. I was on the elevator, so I just didn't know.
Oh, okay, yeah. They said they got missed Hangout call. Yeah, well, what I did today was I actually put the Hangout in like probably about 30 minutes before the Hangout. This is for Andrew and Savage. So if you try to get in at 7 o'clock, or if you're on the alert line, it's going to probably tell you that I was on or that it was over. So that's probably what happened. So that's true. I mean, that's because I said it at 7. We didn't come on at like 10 after 7. So, no problem. No big deal, guys. So let me move on here. Okay, if Scorpio is $399, do you see PlayStation countering with the price drop for the Pro? Or do you think this announcement today about the $250 gold PlayStation and possibly a silver one is what now is starting to, somebody just tweeted this to me that there could also be a silver one coming out.
It's been confirmed, a silver and gold.
Okay, gotcha. All right. So all right. So appreciate that person that tweeted me. I can't pronounce the name, but anyway, big shout out to you. So do you see a price drop for Pro, or do you just see it as they'll just let MS Microsoft kind of have that time to shine, you know, as so to speak.
Oh no, trust me, we're gonna see a price drop. Whether Scorpio was launching or not, we were gonna see a price drop. This is what I think. Again, the number one selling console is the PlayStation Slim. That's the bread and butter. That's what they're going for. So they're going to sell millions of more copies at $249 than the Pro at $349. But the Pro obviously is catered towards the fan, the same market segment that the Scorpio is, and that's for the guys that have 4K TVs. So most people that don't have 4K TVs are probably going to stick with what they have because it's been beneficial for them thus far.
Yeah.
So
I got you.
I don't see Sony reacting because of Scorpio. I just see that was just going to happen regardless.
Actually, yeah, that makes sense. And Sony had some stuff to say finally about their competition and how pretty much they don't really care about the Scorpio because they can't gauge it. Well, you can't gauge it because it's not out yet. So, exactly. I mean, we'll see what happens. And I can tell you this: if you don't have an Xbox One S and you just have an Xbox 360, you want to stay in that ecosystem. There's going to probably be a lot of Xbox One S's getting traded in, you know, from what it sounds like. So if you guys may just want to go ahead and pick one up.
I'll tell you this. If the PlayStation Slim is going to be $249, you better believe that Xbox One and Xbox One S is going to be sitting around at $199 or $150, maybe $179. Yeah.
Yeah, even for the 2 terabyte. Well, see, I think 2 terabytes will come to $279.99.
At this stage, Craig, because you have external hard drive support, there is no need to go and buy a higher capacity drive at all.
Right.
You can save that money. You can save that money and go get you a 4 terabyte drive for like $60-$70.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn. Oh yeah, big shout out to you again for the other donation you were talking about. I do appreciate that. So
no problem, man. No problem. I'll be sending that Dell 4K monitor out to you sometime this week.
Oh, let's take your time. Like I said, I'm maneuvering to get the get a 20. I've got a code up for Amazon. I'm trying for $25 off of a $100 order. So I'm trying to find something on Amazon that costs, like $18 to $25. That way I hit the 100 and get everything for $75.
I hear you.
So yeah, but I'm looking to pull the trigger on the and I should have the case here, or I'm sorry, the tower. I assume here in the next 4 to 6 business days, because that order that I put in, they did not put it all. They didn't put it in until. Because the holiday was that Monday to Memorial Day. My order didn't go until Wednesday. So which is fine. Yeah, because they said they had to do the other orders that came in first. They did not process hardly anything over the weekend. So that's fine. This first time I've used Amazon, so I can have paid an extra like $10 or overnight or something. It's not everything. Rome wasn't built in a day. But that will get to the big juicy part of the steak here, guys, and that is GamingBoat.com has said that God of War, that's you, Kratos, it's going to be open world, and it's going to be less hack and slash and more narrative. So do you see kind of a scaled down version of Witcher, or a little bit better? Because that's pretty much what Witcher was, highly narrative. You did have your hack and slash moments. Let's keep it 100 here, guys. But what do you think this for people who have? Let's just take it for people who've never played a God of War game, and it now being open world. What do you say to this? Is this something that's good, or is this a change that you may not want to see? So go ahead and take it away, brother.
I think this is a good change of pace. You got to realize we have. We've had God of War for the last 2 generations, And it seems like they can open up the story more about, Kratos. And, now he has a son, and it kind of opened up the backstory. I'm looking forward to it. I think, with games like Uncharted and Horizon Zero Dawn and The Last of Us, those games are major selling points. And I think you're still going to have your hack and slash, but you're going to have a lot of story element with this game.
Right. Yeah, which I'm excited about. This, and I've never played a God of War game, so I'm excited about picking this one up. Now, do you think at E3, do you think we get? I'm just going to name some games, and you just tell me if you think we'll get a release date and when. So let's see. We'll start with the heavy hitter in the room is Spider-Man PS4. Do you think we get a release date, and when do you think it'll be?
I think we're going to get a release date, and I think that game is going to release somewhere in September to October.
Okay, yeah, because I know the Blu-ray is slated to come out before, like right around Thanksgiving. So
yeah,
and that's also Disney maybe moving some of their things to UHD. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. That's the kind of the big announcement I'm waiting on at for Disney at I forgot what it's called. Disney. I forgot what it's called now. Jesus, that's terrible. So, but Disney has like 5 or 6 different things. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, the aforementioned God of War.
The God of War, we're definitely going to get a release date. There is a huge possibility that game is going to release this year.
Okay.
Based on the voice actor or the writer or something like that. They've kind of leaked that they're looking at 2017 for this. Okay.
Well, that'll be down. Do you think in the fall? Do you think it can survive the fall? Because there's some big hitters coming out.
See, that's the thing about it. Sony came out, I think, yesterday and said that they're only planning on speaking for 90 seconds verbally, and everything else will be games.
That I did see. I did see that. I wasn't going to say that because it's going to be hard for me to do any podcasting till Saturday when I get home from work. But I was going to save that for Saturday. But yeah, you're right about that. I did see that. Yeah, 90 seconds to 2 minutes of talking, and it's just going to be game after game after game.
Exactly, and it's going to be. This is how you basically destroy your opponents. If
Right.
You got a hardcore powerful platform that doesn't have the studios and the caliber of games that you can deliver. So if you want to combat something like a Scorpio, you just give the people what they've been begging for. You give them what they want. And this year so far, it's you got a lot of people begging Sony to slow up on the games because the backlog is so huge.
Yeah.
Of them dropping games month after month, week after week. So can you imagine the first half of the year was dominated by Japanese games, and the latter part of the year is dominated by action and story-driven single-player games.
Yeah. I think the biggest surprise honestly that I've seen have been the success of the JRPG games. Nier Automata and Neo. Neo by far was a shock, and of course Persona 5 is for what I understand, it's kick ass. You're going to be buried in that game for a while, and then driving games, racing games. Those are back. The Hot Wheels game. 4 is a Hot Wheels game. That looks phenomenal. I'm gonna be playing that when I get my Xbox back. That's the first thing I'm coding up, to download. And I don't know if that's DLC. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a DLC. That's a DLC.
Is it DLC?
Horizon 3.
Yeah, so I'm buying. I'm getting that. I mean, I said that on a shout out, 60 frames no lag to Fonz, and Fonz was like, yeah, look, that's one of the best games you'll play. I got nothing but respect for his opinion. Yeah, GT Sports, yeah, all these racing games are Need for Speed. They're retooling the crew to come out. So if you're a driving person, and I like to do the driving stuff. If you don't have VR, because I think one of GT's announcements they're sitting on for Gran Turismo is it will have a VR mode. So,
well, it's already confirmed. It's gonna have VR support. What we don't know is to what extent is the VR. Is it just a certain mode, or can you play the whole game in VR?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Also, other news that broke today. Let me flip my paper over. A lot of stuff happened today. FIFA 18, which everybody suspected had told Microsoft to go kick rocks, that was confirmed today. They finally came out, or this afternoon, at, European time, it came out that FIFA is officially with Sony now. I don't know what to expect. I don't play FIFA, but I know it's one of the most popular games in the world. So it's one of the most heavily bought games overseas. So congratulate to Sony on that. That's more marketing going towards Sony. The Dreamcast emulator is starting to pick up steam. I think one of the big announcements Microsoft has is they are going to get some of Sega's games. I don't know which games, but if they, like I said yesterday, if they are able to get the Sega stuff, that's a big deal because that gives them JRPGs. They're really lacking in that department. And a big shout out to Randall Thor. I'm gonna quote him. He said, "Quote: Microsoft don't have any gaming studios, so pay somebody else to make the game for you." End quote. That's pretty much what they're doing. Yeah. But I know Sony's press conference. Yeah, I just don't. They've got so much to show that they're not going to have time to talk. I don't know how they're going to do it. It's got to run guys out there and say, "Hey, look, we got this cool game to show you. Here it comes." So
yeah.
So it's this. I think this is shaping up because E3 officially starts Saturday, guys. It's and your interview show should start going up probably in another 48 hours. IGN and all those folks that are out there that you can watch, you can stream and all that kind of stuff. You can see how it's going to go. I mean, I personally think we're going to see stuff Thursday, and they'll be talking up everything. And finally, Nintendo, possibly 2 Metroid games. That's starting to shake.
I hear you.
Yeah, that's starting to shake the trees. Everybody with the Switch. If anybody didn't know, there was a huge line in Japan yesterday or day before yesterday that kept people just in a lottery to get the right to possibly buy a Switch. They were just going to put, and there was a line around that building. So, but Kratos, anything you want to add about this? About what we talked about so far?
Not really. It's just, again, we're right there at the edge of it. We got a couple more days left, and as a gamer, you have to be excited. No matter what platform you support, hopefully you support all of them. And Nintendo's doing their thing. I think they're being kind of hailed as the underdogs. Nobody's really talking about it that much, but I think they may overwhelm us with what they have. Don't be shocked.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm excited. I can officially say I'm excited. And if they get a $399 Scorpio out the door, I would have to consider buying one at $399. I mean, but the PC comes first. But 1 terabyte, I won't play a ton of the games on there, but just to have it and. But that's just it. I just don't know. I mean, I'm more of a content guy, but I don't want to get myself caught up in, I got to get the newest thing out. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah. Well, and the fact that you have a PC that's going to be able to run all of those Xbox games in 4K, 60 plus frames, it lessens the value of having that for you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's I don't know. It's a harder sell for a guy that already has a PC that can run all the Xbox games.
Yeah, facts. I don't disagree with that at all. Well, guys, this is I know usually these go an hour and a half, but Kratos is on the phone. He's headed home, and you don't want to talk and drive at the same time. So, but I appreciate you coming in here, Kratos, and giving me giving you a quick, helping me with a quick rundown of the news of the day. And like I said, it's plenty for folks. I mean, you got major leaks happening today. And probably your last major leaks before E3, because each company is trying to offset the other company. Sony and Microsoft are literally going tit for tat, at this point. The Star Wars announcement is big. Sony pretty much coming out saying that they're just going to show nothing but games. That's big, and it's shout out to everybody. It's always been about the games, but that wasn't true. I can obviously say now you call BS on those guys. So, but yeah, but it looks like Scorpio is going to deliver. I mean, which I don't think I didn't doubt that. It's just a matter of what I was saying before, price. You now have to deal with the price, and if you, the consumer, feel like it's a good consumer buy for you, especially if you don't have a 4K TV. So, Scorpio, 7.1 sound, supports Dolby, supports the Dolby stuff. What's that called? It competes with HDR. Dolby.
The Dolby Atmos.
Yeah, it's going to possibly support Dolby Atmos. I mean, that may be announced. I mean, and Dolby Atmos is hardware. So that's a big deal if it has it. So, it has VSync on there. So they've done a good job. Let's give them credit. And like Krato said the other day, you don't have to get a 4K TV. You can get a 4K monitor and probably get a little bit better picture.
Exactly.
So, and go from there. Now, I don't know what the size of these monitors are. I don't know if you can get a 40-inch monitor. You may be paying some coin. It sounds expensive to me.
I hear you.
But again, Scorpio will support HDR. They've done a good job. Let's just see. Now, is it a game changer? I don't think it's a game changer, but we'll have to wait and see how the consumers now start consuming what they're going to do. So, Kratos, any closing words?
No, guys, let's just have fun with our hobby. Make sure, whatever it is, you tune in starting Sunday all the way to the end of the week.
Yeah, and I'll be doing a little quick informational burst podcast. I'm trying to figure out a good time. Gave a couple people and the problem this weekend is because the Gamer Couch wasn't on this past weekend because of other things unforeseen and no problem there. But that's usually done on Sunday, and that may run right parallel with Microsoft. So I don't know if it'll be streamed. I don't know what the plan is. It may not happen again, but we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, I'll be watching it because I am off on Sunday. I don't know about Monday. I'll find out. So I'll tweet up on Monday what I'm doing, or tomorrow about my Monday schedule. But all right, Kratos, man, I appreciate you being here. You can go ahead and give yourself a quick shout out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy J-Dub, a.k.a. Kratos, the god of PlayStation. You can find me on Twitter at JDubCity16. I'm always keeping it popping, keeping people laughing, keeping, all the funny stuff going on, all the memes, the gifts, and everything else. Just having a great time being a gamer in the golden age of gaming. I think if you can't find something to enjoy at this time in the universe, when it comes to gaming, you are just not a gamer.
Yeah, I back that 100%. And this is Craig Harris, guys. So follow me on Twitter. And if I hadn't been following you all back, I do apologize. I thought that it was something that did automatically. So I do apologize for that. And Craig Harris 88 on Patreon. I'm the one with the Milky Way Galaxy. So there's another one on there. But if you want to hit me up on that and donate, it's just $1 chump change for a G. And shout out to Andrew and Mr. Salazar for being the first 2 Patreons. I do appreciate that. So, but that's about it, guys. Me and Kratos are going to bounce out of here. Don't want him to get a driving DWB, Exactly. So we're going to end the podcast. I do appreciate you being here, Kratos. Short notice. Give a shout out to Cycle Gamer. Like I said, he couldn't make it, but it's been a busy day. A lot of people are getting pulled in different directions at this point. So, but let me give a shout out again to Next Gen 720, One Stop for Gamers. your Kratos, again, for all the stuff that you're willing to do. The general of the PlayStation, Iron Wolf, the man that can't go home, so so all you guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for coming in and watching. I appreciate the subs, the old subs to the new subs, the men and the women. We're getting close to 200 people. I can't believe it. If somebody had told me when I left the Star Trek Beyond that within a short time I have a small but fierce audience. I remember we were at 5, and I remember it going to 10. So I do appreciate it. 50, 100, probably at 200. I'm going to give away another T-shirt. But we're getting close, guys. So I appreciate you joining me. And this has been Craig Harris, the black man in the green chair. We are at E3, folks. We're there. The car is parked. We're going to the hot dog stand. And we're going to see what's cracking up here, guys. So take it easy. And remember, you can disagree, but don't be disagreeable. Take it easy, guys. Peace.